Hi friends, welcome back to Prashant's Knowledge Center. Here in this video, we will learn about the functions in C language. In previous classes, we have seen about the introduction to functions, and in continuation to that, now we will see what are all the aspects in functions. Actually, there are three aspects in a function. Aspects means what are the things we use while writing the function program, C program using functions. Here function declaration, function call, and function definition. Three things will be there mainly while writing a program in C language using the functions. Here, function declaration means a function must be declared globally in C program, telling the compiler that we are using this type of data type and with this function name, and these are the variables we are using, or these are the parameters we are using in this function. And next, coming to function call. Function call means we can call that particular function which we have declared anywhere in the program. Here this is the example program I'm showing you, and here we are calling this function sum. In the program, anywhere in the program we can call the function. The parameter list should be same in the function call and the function declaration. That is, whatever the parameters we declare in the function declaration, the same parameter should be used in the function call. And function definition, this is the area where actually the statements will be executed. When we call the function, the control jumps to the function definition and all the statements will be executed. And based on the type of the aspect we use, it will return a value to the main. And here we should notice that only one value can be returned to the function. And here I'll explain you a basic example to understand better. Here after header files, here we have declared the function with data type int and the function name is sum, and the variables are x and y. Actually, the variables which we declare here in the function declaration are called the parameters, and the variables which we give inside the main, that is a and b, are called the arguments. Here x and y are called the parameters and a and b are called the arguments. And we are going into the main menu. This function declaration will be done globally. Any number of function declarations we can do here globally. That is, these functions can be accessed anywhere in the program which we declare globally. And if we see the earlier class, I have shown you without function declaration only the function definition and the function calling. I have shown you the syntax. Let us go back to the earlier class. Here I have shown you after a header file only the function definition is there and all the statements are there, and then void main and function call. Here in this way also we can write the program. As C program is a sequence based program, sequentially from line 1 it will start executing. First the compiler checks the function name and the statements it will check, and it will go to the main menu, and when the function calling is encountered, then immediately the control jumps to this function definition. Here as we have written the function definition starting, there is no need of function declaration, but it will be better to declare the function initially and then we can use the function calling anywhere in the program. If we declare the function globally, that will be better. But in this way also we can write the program. This is also one method. If we have number of functions, it will be better to declare globally and then call the functions in the main program. Here we are declaring the function and then we are going to the main menu. and here x and y are the parameters and a and b are the arguments as discussed, and here result equal to sum a comma b. The arguments a comma b are initialized with a equal to 10 and b equal to 20, and here sum is the function and we are calling the function. Then immediately the control jumps to this function definition, and here the first line of the function definition int sum int x comma int y, this is called the function header, and the whatever we write inside the braces or the statements inside the braces is called the function body. And here when the control jumps here to the function definition, all the statements will be executed in this function and it will return the value sum. Here we have taken int x and int y, means here we have given, when the calling the function, the parameters we have given as the arguments we have given as a and b, means a here x equal to a and y equal to b it will treat, and means x equal to 10 and y equal to 20 it will treat as those values, and we have given sum equal to x plus y, means 10 plus 20 30, that only the particular sum will be returned here. And we have, while calling the function, we have given this total value whatever we get return from this function definition will be stored in result. Then printf result equal to %d, means whatever the data we have got returned from here, the sum got returned here will be stored in result, and here result will be printed on the screen. And this particular example is the function with arguments and with return type. This is the commonly used, with argument and with return type. This is commonly used, and in the next slides we will come to know what are all the different types of aspects. Here actually there are 4 types of aspects in functions, that is function without arguments and without return type, function without arguments and with return type, function with return type and function with arguments and without return value, and function with arguments and with return. These are the 4: without arguments, without return, without arguments, with return, with arguments, without return value, and with arguments and with return value. The previous example what we have seen is with arguments. Here arguments are there and return value is there. So this belongs to with arguments and with return value. Here each type of aspect we will see with an example to understand better. Here this is an example. Here I am taking the basic program for calculating the two numbers, and the first I would like to explain about without arguments and without return type. Here I have written the header files, and then I have declared the function, and then I am going to the main menu, and here I am writing printf calculating the sum of two numbers, and I am calling the function. Here if we observe that we have not given any arguments in this, means this is the function without arguments, and here we are going to the main menu, we are going to the function definition, and inside the function definition I have initialized a and b, and then we will enter the two numbers here itself, and it will take the two numbers by scan function, and then it will print sum a plus b. Here itself whenever we are calling the function, it will go to the function definition, and the printf function will happen here itself, and it is not going to return any value to the main again. Whatever the data we have to print will be printed in this function only. And this is the example showing without arguments and without return type. Here no arguments and no return type. Coming to the next example, without arguments and with return type. Here the same thing, we have not declared any arguments, but here we are getting a return type, means here we are taking the two values, and here we are adding the two values and we are returning these two values to main again and printing it here. For that, I am modifying the earlier program a little bit. Here, when we are calling the function, whatever we get the return, that should be stored in some value. So I am giving this variable result, and in that result, the whatever we get return will be stored here. So I'll write printf result, means I'll get the output here. Earlier we have just called the function, and here itself the output got printed. Here, as we are using the return a plus b, means it will sum these two variables a and b and it will return here to the main, and the printing will happen here. So this is the program without arguments. Arguments we are not writing here, but we are returning the value to the main again with return value. Here, function with arguments and without return value is the next type of example. Means here in the function declaration itself, I have given the type of data type, and then again here arguments I have given in the main menu, and here I am taking the, as I have given the arguments, I will scan the two numbers here itself, and then I am going to the function. I am going to call the function sum a comma b. Whenever we are calling the function a comma b here, sum a comma b here, these arguments a and b, whatever we give the value here, will be informed to this function definition area. So sum int a comma b. So whatever we give a here, it will be treated as, it will be transferred here, and whatever the value of b, it will be given here to the function definition area, and here the data will be printed sum a plus b. So here this is the example with arguments and without return type. Here we are not going to return anything to the main. Here itself the data will be printed. So arguments are given and return without return it is. And next example is with arguments and with return type. Here a comma b comma result, all the arguments are taken and the data will be scanned here. Whatever we enter, the two values will be scanned here, and here sum a comma b, means whatever the value of a, whatever the value of b we give, that will be communicated to the function definition part, and then it will add the value and it will return the value to the this function calling area, and it will store in the result, and then the result will be printed. So this example is with arguments and here with return type. So this is about the four types of aspects in function calling. Those are without arguments and without return type, without arguments and with a return type, with arguments and without return type, and the last one is with arguments and with return type. Generally we will be using with arguments and with return type mostly, and when we are writing the programs with each type, we will easily understand. And in the next classes we'll see with the programs, we'll execute all these four types of function calling, and I'll explain you better in the next, in detail in the next classes. Thank you friends. Please subscribe Prashant's Knowledge Center. Thank you.